Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's something very different for the channel, a full-blown Warhammer video. I've been playing a lot more Warhammer with my friends, we're really getting into it. We've got half-painted armies, so what you see today's video, be gentle on me. Like, I feel like I'm on an online forum. Please don't bully me, I'm new here. My army's getting there, I'm loving it, it's such a good hobby. So I kind of want to talk through my army, because it helps me feel more confident, understand what I'm doing, because boy, does Warhammer have a lot of rules and it gets messy quick. So I'm trying to actually play Dark Angels pure Deathwing. All my units are the Deathwing Terminators. It actually started for me because I got a box of Dark Vengeance. I was given this as a gift, had the Terminators in it, really liked them, built them up, and it pretty much started from there. I didn't expect Deathwing to become the beast that they are right now in 9th edition. I'm not trying to like meta them, so I'm just having fun, I love them. So I am running a Vanguard Detachment. So in Warhammer you got to pick a detachment style for your army, and it's how you construct your army. So I have 2 HQs and I've maxed out my elite slots. If anything, I've gone over them because of some abilities. And being a full Deathwing army, I've got the first company rule. If every unit in your army that is a Dark Angel's keyword, then the Dark Angel and a Dark Angel Vanguard, if it has Deathwing in a circle, you get in the first company. Means that my Deathwing Terminators, my Terminator squads, and my Assault Terminators and my Relic Terminators gain objective secure, which means I can actually take objectives. That's usually the big downside to playing in a full elite army. Sometimes you can't even take a point. Some little dickhead Gretchen who's just sitting on the point, he can cap it underneath you or something like that, or some little bug. But your 10-foot gold demigod man can't capture a flag. It can be things like that. So, a lot of text on the screen. Don't really like doing this too often, but a couple key abilities that I like to use a lot in my army, and it's kind of what I build around. Teleport Strike. Pretty much all the Terminators have Teleport Strike. Means you can, in the movement phase, just drop them onto the battlefield 9 inches away from any enemy anywhere on the battlefield you want, instead of deploying on your part of the board or the back line. This way you can get up in your opponent's face with big melee dudes real quick. You can get near objectives, get on objectives, you can cut them off with a pass, have a bit more fun. Being a Space Marine, I have Combat Doctrines, which during the turns you move through different doctrines, and then you can try and manipulate them and stay in different doctrines. My favourite one, to be honest, is Tactical Doctrine, because it gives you extra armor penetration for your rapid fire weapons. And all my normal Terminators have got shooty Storm Bolters, but hey, take what you like. With my armor being Space Marine as well, I get Bolted Discipline, which instead of following normal rules for rapid fire weapons, which is double shooting and half range, models in this unit shooting rapid fire bolt weapons make double shots if any of the following apply. And mainly, straight to the last point, if the model is a Terminator, because my dude's wearing this like big exo armor, it's really strong, recoil is not an issue to them, so they can double fire at max range, so you're putting a lot of shots down range. Inner Circle, this is now we're starting into real Dark Angels. Inner Circle and Grim Resolve are your two kind of big things for your army. So all my Terminators have Inner Circle, means I auto pass morale, which is great, you don't accidentally lose models off the table. Can make falling back kind of difficult though, but the main thing is, each time an attack is made against this unit, pretty much on my army, if the unit has infantry keyword, which I'll do, except for my Terminator, my Dreadnought, you see him, unmodified wound roll of 1 to 3 always fails. No modifications, nothing. It makes trying to win them even that much harder. My army is just a brick wall of tankiness. And then Grim Resolve, pretty much, if they don't move, they get +1 to hit on rolls. Does help quite a bit. If you want to stand back with your bolters and just take pot shots through windows or whatever, you get extra chance to hit. Okay, onto my army actual. These photos up on the left are my actual guys on Midway painting, so please be gentle to me. I really do like the Terminators in the bone white armor, they look sick. So Belial, he's my warlord, he's my #1 HQ dude. He is a beast. You'll see all the Terminators only move 5-6 inches, they're pretty slow. Hits on 2s in melee and shooting. He's strength 4, toughness 4, which is kind of a theme for Terminators. I wish the strength was higher, to be honest. He has 6 wounds, he's pretty fat, he has 4 attacks in melee, and a 2+ save, in addition to all his other tankiness. Master crafted Storm Bolter, say it slowly, Cameron. Strength 4, pretty average, but has AP 1, which is good on a bolter, and it actually does 2 damage per hit, that's really powerful. If they land in there, can kill people dead. Getting the Bolter Discipline can be even better. His actual melee, Sword of Silence, is a beast. Usually power swords get a bit joked on because they're not as good as other melee weapons, but +2 strength making them 6. AP -4, sometimes you're pretty much auto-passing the wounds, they can't save it with that much AP, and it's damage 3, plus he gets extra bonus against vehicles. He's an absolute beast in melee, plus we've got a lot of other like buffing effects, So his abilities to note, Iron Halo, after you've done all your throw saves and everything, he still has a 4+ invuln save, just a tank. Rites of Battle, while any core units within 6 inches of him, which is pretty much the whole army again, each time a model on that would make an attack, you get to re-roll hits of 1. So if you fail real bad on a 1, re-roll, try and hit him again. Love it. Also, in your command phase, you can pick another unit that's nearby him, 6 inches, whatever, until the start of your next combat phase. Each time a model in that unit makes an attack, you can re-roll the hits. So again, just increasing the odds of hitting. Plus, he's got Parrying Blade, even better in melee. Each time a melee attack is made against him, you subtract 1 from the hit roll. Makes it harder to hit him because he's just deflecting the shots off like a boss. His Warlord trait, Inoxable, just makes him even tankier. Subtract 1 from the attack damage characteristics. So if they're doing a 2 damage wound against you, you make it a 1. So he's just even fatter. Just awesome guy. Fits the theme really well, being the actual leader of the Deathwing. Right now I'm running a Librarian as my second HQ. Mainly because I wanted to try the more psychic powers, especially with Deathwing getting their own Terramancy. But I'm replacing him with a Interrogator Chaplain once it comes in, because I want to do the whole jump around the board, just clapping people's cheeks in with them. But the Librarian's pretty cool. I don't really care too much about his weapon ballistic skill, it's mainly about using psychic powers. I have given him Bolt Gun, so he can kind of sit in the back and just take bot shots at people. But mainly he's just to cast psychic powers, or deny them. A lot of my friends have a lot of psychic bullshit going on. Won't really cover him too much because he's going to get yeeted out there pretty quick. So, my Dreadnought. I brought this guy in because I wanted to try the new Rites of Initiation, which gives them Inner Circle, can resolve those abilities from Dark Angels. I hope I'm getting it right. You're paying extra points to make him part of the Deathwing, basically. So, he's a beast. Weapon skill versus skill of 3+. Not as good as Belial, but still pretty good. Moves a little bit faster though, 6 inches, so he's got some legs. Strength 6, toughness 8, so he's a little bit better there. 8 wounds, save on a 3. So I've given him 2 Hunter Killer missiles. They're like those 2 little missiles on top. You can only shoot 1 each of them each game, so you're gonna get 2 shots the whole game basically. But boy, do they hit. Strength 10, AP -2. Wish the AP was a bit higher, and D6 damage. They can run through people hard. I've given the 100k Boulder because a lot of Horde armies in my playgroup as well. So him just spamming down, cutting down those stupid Poxwalkers. I hate them, Michael. Stop playing them. I hate the whole res thing. Random rant. Melter Guns are really strong. Strength 8, AP -4 on the D6 damage. Plus, if it's going within half range, you get an extra damage on top. Melter is really strong. I see why the sisters run it. And he runs the Chain Fist, which is just a really good melee weapon, I think, just cut through hordes like nothing. Yeah, really good. Has its own abilities where it's got like Duty Eternal, which you can reduce its damage done to it again. And Wrecker, if it makes a melee attack with any of its melee weapons, because they are ironclad combat weapons, you get to reroll hits of 1. So even in melee, he's pretty decent. So at the beginning of the video, I showed the Vanguard Detachment, 2 HQs and up to 6 elites. I have several elites that don't take up slots, hence why we've got a lot more here than you think. So my Ancient. Normal Space Marine Terminator, sorry, basically just with a banner that gives your other units around them a bit of a buff. So he's 6-inch movement, hits on 3s for everything, still 4 strength and toughness, whatnot. 5 wounds, he's a little bit fatter, 3 melee attacks, whatnot, and a 2+ save. Has a good old Storm Bolter. I've given him the Power Fist. I really do like Power Fist. I know some people hate them, saying Chain Fist is better, but I like the way Power Fists look when you paint them up with like the one hand painted bronze or copper. I like that. Just kept him kind of cheap. He sits in the back line of my Deathwing Knights, which you've seen a little bit too, and he just makes him all that much better. So he self has Crux Terminatus, which is just a +5 invuln save. All your Terminators have it, plus the Teleport Strike, whatnot. I've given him a Relic, Pennant of Remembrance, which makes him just a little bit too nutty. In your command phase, select 1 Deathwing Infantry Core unit, which is pretty much everything in the army, within 6 inches, until the start of your next combat phase. Each time attack is allocated to this model, subtract 1 from the damage. So any of your other Terminators about to get hit, just get padded up with a little bubble around them. So you've also got Deathwing Command Squad. This is the ability that says if you have a Deathwing Command Squad, you may take 1 Deathwing Ancient, which is this guy, without taking up a detachment slot. So this guy doesn't take up anything in our building, just you gotta pay the points of cost. He's got the banner, which adds 1 to leadership characteristics of other units nearby, and plus, when they die, you roll a d6, on a 4+, they get to fight again before they die. So if you're using big, strong, powerful units like Deathwing Knights, getting the hit again on death can really finish off a few enemies. Deathwing Apothecary, just like the Ancient, he has a command squad ability, so he doesn't take up a roll slot if you run a Deathwing command squad, which we have one as well. When you actually buy the command squad, it's a box of 5 Terminators. Basically what I did was I went, well, I can run a minimum squad size of 2, just command squad guys, and then I used the other 3 slots from it to make the Ancient, the Apothecary, and the Champion, making 4 units out of 1 box. Why not? Apothecary, a little bit slower at 5 inches, hits on 3s, strength 4 for toughness and whatnot, 5 wounds, so still pretty fat, 2+ save, only has a Storm Bolter, but he's not really here for fighting. He has his +5 invuln save, he's got Teleport Strike, Inner Circle, all that jazz, mainly here for healing. At the end of your movement phase, he gets to heal a unit on a D3 dice. I've got him upgraded to Chief Apothecary, so you can do it twice, plus you can run what's called Stratagem, Combat Revival, where you can pay 1 CP to res a unit in the movement phases as well, so he's healing and resing. He's also got ability if any units within 6 inches, if they would take a wound, you can roll a D6, on the 6, they don't lose their wound. Just makes your units more tanky. Just a pain in the butt. Again, I put him with the Deathwing Knights, and we move up the middle of the board, and good luck just dealing with these fat, tanky boys. So the Deathwing Champion, he's just a melee boss, but he might be getting cut out with the Librarian room for my Interrogator Chaplain. Maybe, we'll have to see. So, similar stat line again, 5-inch movement, hits on 2s in melee, hits on 3 with ballistic, but he has no gun, don't know why it's even on there. Strength 4, toughness 4, wounds of 5, attacks 4, hits a little bit more, 2+ save, whatnot. His weapon, the Halberd of Caliban, so goes up to 7 strength with it, AP -3, damage 2, that's a lot of actual damage coming through melee. Plus, each time the bearer fights, if it's with engagement range of an enemy unit that contains 10 or more models, goddamn Poxwalkers, it can make 3 additional attacks with this weapon but must target that unit. So he's great at clearing out hordes. He has a few abilities here. He's still got Crux Terminatus where he gets a +5 invuln save, Martial Superiority, so in the fight phase he gets to fight first, so hopefully he can just kill off the enemy before they even get to clap back. He too doesn't take up a slot because of the command squad ability, because I do run a Deathwing command squad, so he's just free. I've also given him a relic. I've given him the Adamant Mantle, which pretty much, if he would lose the wound, roll a D6 on a 5+, doesn't lose the wound. Makes him a little bit more tanky, but again, this guy might be getting pulled out my army. So this is the Deathwing command squad. They've got a huge data sheet because they've got a lot of like variants in them. You can add different weapons. You can kit him out how you need to. But like I said, I've only kept the very small. So minimum, you need a Sergeant and 1 Deathwing Terminator to make a command squad, which is making it a unit of 2 guys. That's all it is. But having them in this army lets you have the other 3 guys for free. Now here's the kicker. These 2 have an ability called Command Squad. If your detachment includes a Deathwing Terminator Captain, which is Belial, then 1 Deathwing Command Squad can be included without taking up a slot. So because Belial is our leader, the Deathwing Command Squad doesn't take up a slot, neither does the Champion, the Ancient, or the Apothecary. So we've got 4 unit slots not taking up anything. So these guys just become your box standard Terminators for this army. They are better than other armies by far because they've got like Inner Circle, Grim Resolve, all that good stuff. Standard movement 5-inch, hitting on 3s. You've got Strength Toughness 4. You've got 3 wounds on these guys on a 2+ save. I kit them out just simple. These guys are here just as a reduction for the army. So they've just got Storm Bolters, a Power Fist, and a Power Sword. Nothing fancy here. These guys though have the ability called Bodyguard. That's the only thing that makes them different from a normal Terminator. You're paying 2 points extra on each dude for the ability Bodyguard, which lets them do the whole get down Mr. President, jump in front of a character unit to protect it. Which I keep them right next to Belial the whole game. These 2 just sit side by side him, pretty much giving Belial an extra 3 wounds with all the abilities on top of it. Just, yeah, they're a little key part of the library. I was going to say deck. They are a key part of the deck of Warhammer. Alright, my heavy hitters, my Deathwing Knights. These guys are the real meat grinder of my army. They just crunch through everything. They are expensive at 47 points each. I run 1 Knight Master, because that's kind of your sergeant, and I run 8 Deathwing Knights. I want to make it 9. I might be able to after doing a little update in I'm going to say my deck. Once I do the update, I might be able to. But 5-inch movement, hitting on 2s, 4 strength toughness. I feel like their strength should be higher, personally. 3 wounds, so all normal there, 2+ save. It's weapons in the Storm Shield that really come in. So the actual master, the sergeant in this case, he has a flail that makes his strength 6, AP -3, so he does have a good bit of penetration, and each hit does 2 damage. but excess damage pretty much flows over. He's got trample, pretty much. But the normal dudes have a Mace of Absolution, which is just a better Thunder Hammer all day long. Makes a strength 8, minus AP minus 2, damage 3, no downside to using him. Plus, every dude in this little unit here has a Storm Shield, giving them a +4 invuln save, and it adds 1 to the saving throw. They've already got a saving throw of 2+, means it can go down to 1, I think, if I'm reading that right. That means unless you've got no AP, you can't hurt these guys. Good luck to you. Plus they get like Inner Circle, they can teleport in, they've got Grim Resolve if they don't move. Grim Resolve works really well on these guys because it's based on the last turn, so if your opponent's now using melee to fight on them, they haven't moved this turn, so they get +1 to hit, so they're gonna always hit pretty much, hitting on a 2, going down to a 1. These guys are just boss. Plenty of keyword stratagems that work with him, like no foe too great, whatever. They're great for killing like big genuine threats, just sick them on them. You run the Apothecary and the Ancient up with these guys up the middle of the board, maybe throw Belial in there, just make a big meaty mass of white bone armor, hard to kill. Now the Deathwing Terminators, these are just my normal guys. These ones have objective secure because of my first company rule and everything, so they can actually capture points on the map and win me the game. They're all tanky, same stat lines, you got 5-inch movement, hitting on 3s, strength toughness 4, 3 wounds, a couple good attacks, 2+ save. They've all got that +5 invuln save, being Crux Terminatus, being Terminators. All the normal keywords, Inner Circle, Grim Resolve, teleport in the map and everything. Only thing is, their loadout has changed a little bit. So I've tried to give everyone Storm Bolters that I can. So basically I've got 4 units here, 4 squads of guys. 2 are the same, and the other 2 are different, but they are the same of themselves. So we have one group of guys, which have the Sergeant, 3 regular dudes, and the 5th dude up in the back, he's got a missile launcher on his back called the Cyclone. Great for taking down bigger targets. We've got 2 units just like that. And then for the other one, we've still got the Sergeant, 3 regular Terminators, with just Bolter, Power Fist, all the normal stuff there. But the last dude down the back has a Plasma Cannon, and we've got 2 units just like that. I love the Plasma Cannon. I've already killed my guys twice with them, because you can choose to overcharge him, but if you stuff it up, you'll blow yourself up. But does more damage, I guess. These guys are just good old boys that fill up the board, take up 4 elite slots on my army, and they just get in there and wreck shit, basically. So this is an overview of my Deathwing army, all spread out basically, so you can see the slots taken up. So we have our 2 HQ slots here, we have Belial and the Librarian, we have 1 elite slot taken up by having our big old Dreadnought, then here is our command squad. Remember, they don't take up a slot because of Belial. Then we have our Champion, Apothecary, and Ancient here, who do not take up a slot in our army design because we have the command squad too. Then we have our Knights, which is 1 unit, so that's another slot, so we're up to 2. And then we have our normal Terminators up the back here, 4 units of them all up. 2 are running your Plasma Cannons, and 2 are running Missile Launchers. So that's 4 units there, we're up to a total of 6 elite slots. We've got a lot of freebies in there in our 2 HQ, so we've fully filled out this detachment for Deathwing Vanguard. And I think, according to Battle Scribe, I come in at 1,998 points. Totally different video for my channel, probably going to be a long one, rambling like an idiot. I've probably got quite a bit of it wrong. We're still learning, loving Warhammer, it's good fun. Gotta say the Warhammer community's been very friendly to me, helped me get into it, helped me explain a lot of rules and whatnot. Magic players, if you've ever thought about it, hell, get into it. It is good fun. I do like it. It definitely feels like you're trying to build a commander deck for sure. Yeah, so I'll definitely do another video once I've fully painted my army. They're only in this state, so I can play with them now at least. And hopefully when I've got them painted up, I'll do another video, show them off and brag about it. Alright guys, thank you for watching and have a good one. See ya. Thanks for watching the video guys. If you enjoyed it, the Warhammer and a bit of a difference, give the video a like, helps the channel out a lot. Maybe I might do more Warhammer if you guys ask for it. I've got a lot of Warhammer to build. I was given a big collection. We've got a ton of tower to build. We've got Chaos. We've got all the Deathwing. We've got a lot of Space Marines. I've got a lot of armies to build up. To my patrons, I cannot thank you guys enough for your direct support. You let me do my little hobby here, keep exploring and expanding it. And without you, this channel wouldn't be what it is. So thank you guys. Honestly, you guys are amazing.